Prepare to explore one of humanity's greatest mysteries hidden in Revelation chapter 12, the image of a pregnant woman clothed with the sun. This revelation promises to challenge your beliefs and transform your view of the world, revealing divine secrets that connect past, present, and future. Join us on this epic journey of deep knowledge and understanding, where curiosity is satisfied and the mind is challenged. Are you ready to change everything you thought you knew about the divine and the cosmos? As we dive into the rich and complex symbolism of Revelation chapter 12, we encounter a narrative that is both enigmatic and deeply symbolic, drawing a picture that captures the imagination and provokes curiosity. The figure of the woman, clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet and crowned by a constellation of 12 stars, is a powerful image that transcends time and space, immersing us in a universe of meanings and interpretations. This woman, bathed in sunlight, treading on the moon and adorned with a stellar crown, is a vivid metaphor that not only fascinates, but also invites reflection. She represents Israel, but not a merely geographic or historical Israel. She symbolizes a spiritual Israel, deeply woven into the fabric of faith and divine promise. The sun that envelops her speaks of glory and the unextinguishable presence of God, while the moon under her feet suggests dominion over the changes and cycles of time, indicating an eternal and unchanging nature. The 12 stars, echoing Joseph's vision, are not merely celestial ornaments. They are emblems of the tribes of Israel, united not just by blood ties, but by a divinely ordained destiny. The passage from Hosea offers us a deeply emotional and personal view of the relationship between God and Israel, painting a picture of a divine marriage filled with love, commitment, and eternal fidelity. This nuptial language not only enriches our understanding of the relationship between the Creator and His people, but also establishes a fascinating parallel with the image of the woman in Revelation chapter 12, connecting the promise of love and divine protection with the cosmic drama unfolding. This promise of an eternal marriage based on justice, judgment, kindness, and mercy resonates through the centuries, reminding us of the unbreakable nature of God's commitment to His people. The act of marrying Israel in righteousness and justice, in loving kindness and in mercy, is an echo of the eternal covenant, promising not just protection and provision, but also a deep and personal relationship with the Creator. This relationship is marked by mutual knowledge and loving loyalty, elements that are essential to understanding the dynamics between God and humanity. Encountering the vision of the pregnant woman in Revelation chapter 12, about to give birth in labor pains, we face the tension between promise and fulfillment. This image of the woman in labor leads us to anticipate the arrival of something new and significant, a new manifestation of the divine promise. The child she is about to bring into the world carries with it the hope of redemption and the continuity of divine purpose, suggesting that even in the most adverse circumstances, life and light will emerge from darkness. The introduction of the red dragon, in turn, serves as a powerful counterpoint to the images of love, commitment, and birth. This symbol of evil, in its purest and most terrifying form, represents the opposing forces that seek to destroy or corrupt what is pure and promised by God. The dragon, with its 7 heads and 10 horns, evokes images of oppressive empires and malignant powers that, throughout history, have attempted and continue to attempt to usurp divine authority and destroy God's people. These images of divine love, promise, birth, and cosmic conflict are woven together in a narrative that is both ancient and immediately relevant. They invite us to reflect on the nature of good and evil, on the promise of salvation, and on our own place in the grand drama of creation. In doing so, we are called to respond with faith, hope, and love, recognizing that, despite the struggles and pains present in the world, the final victory belongs to the light, to love, and to the life that God has promised. The diversity of symbolic women in Revelation, from the pregnant woman through Jezebel to the great prostitute, and finally to the bride of the Lamb, draws a spectrum of representations that ranges from divine purity and promise to corruption and deviation. Jezebel, with her false teachings and immorality, and the great prostitute, who intoxicates the nations with her corruption, sharply contrast with the pregnant woman, symbol of hope and renewal, and the bride of the Lamb, image of the purified church, ready to unite with Christ. The confrontation between the woman and the dragon, particularly the moment when the dragon waits to devour the child at birth, encapsulates the eternal struggle between good and evil. The identification of the dragon with Satan, the ancient serpent, and his intention to destroy Christ from birth reflects the cosmic conflict that has been unfolding since the beginning of time. This conflict transcends the individual, encompassing all of creation in the struggle between the forces of light and darkness. Contemplating these images, we are led to recognize the persistence of evil and the constant need for vigilance and fidelity to the truth. However, the narrative of Revelation does not leave us without hope. On the contrary, it assures that despite appearances and challenges, the final victory belongs to God. The promise of redemption and divine sovereignty extends beyond the tribulations of the moment, offering us a vision of a future where love, justice, and peace prevail. The narrative involving the creation of celestial beings with free will presents us with a fascinating scenario about the nature of choice and its eternal consequences. God, in his infinite wisdom, endowed angels and celestial beings with free will, allowing them the choice between fidelity and rebellion. This decision to create beings capable of genuine love and authentic loyalty, but also of rejection and revolt, underscores one of the most profound principles of the universe: the importance and seriousness of moral freedom. The rebellion of some angels, led by the one who would become known as Satan, highlights the tragic dimension of free will. The story of Michael and his angels remaining loyal to God, in contrast with the fall of others, leads us to reflect on the responsibility that accompanies our choices and the reality of an ongoing spiritual battle that transcends human experience. This journey, rich in symbols and meanings, is not just a story of cosmic conflicts. It is also a personal invitation for each of us. We are called to participate in this story, choosing light over darkness, truth over falsehood. Through our own struggles and choices, we are invited to align with the divine purpose, seeking to live according to the principles of God's kingdom. The story of Revelation, with its visions of judgment and redemption, is not just a forecast of the future. It is a call to action in the present. It encourages us to maintain hope, to remain vigilant and faithful, and to work for the realization of the kingdom of justice and peace that Jesus came to inaugurate. As we face our own challenges and temptations, we can find strength in the promise that light will overcome darkness, and love will overcome evil, leading us toward a future where God reigns supreme and every tear is wiped away, and death shall be no more. The proclamation of victory in heaven, celebrating salvation, power, the kingdom of God, and the authority of Christ, serves as a banner of hope and a reminder that the ultimate destiny of history is firmly in God's hands. The fall of Satan and the affirmation of divine victory reiterate that despite present and future adversities, God's promise is of salvation and deliverance for those whose names are written in the book of life. This narrative, rich in symbolism and meaning, is an invitation to reflect on the nature of faith, the importance of perseverance, and the certainty of spiritual victory. It resonates through generations, offering comfort, hope, and the promise that, in the end, light will overcome darkness and truth will triumph over lies. It is a universal message resonating with individuals of all ages, inviting them to cling to faith and hope, even in the most challenging moments. The defeat of Satan, as described in Revelation chapter 12, verse 9, and the subsequent strategy to overcome his attacks form a powerful framework for spiritual resistance. The casting down of the great dragon, the ancient serpent called the devil and Satan, to the earth, symbolizes not just his defeat, but also the shift in the battlefield to the earthly realm, directly affecting the human experience. The triple strategy of covering, confession, and courage offers a practical and accessible approach to facing spiritual adversities with faith and determination. The victory of Christ on the cross is the centerpiece of this narrative, declaring not just the defeat of Satan and sin, but also inaugurating a new era of salvation and power. The voice proclaiming in heaven the arrival of salvation, power, the kingdom of God, and the authority of Christ marks a decisive turn in the spiritual struggle. The victory over the accuser is achieved by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, a formula that emphasizes the importance of active faith, sacrifice, and the proclamation of truth. The persecution of the woman by the dragon in Revelation chapter 12, verses 13 to 17, is a narrative that deeply resonates with the ongoing struggle between good and evil, illustrating the tenacity with which evil, personified by Satan, seeks to destroy God's faithful followers. The image of the woman receiving eagle's wings to escape to the wilderness, where she will be protected for a time, is a powerful metaphor for divine providence and salvation amidst adversity. This narrative not only reiterates God's protection of his chosen ones, but also emphasizes the persistence of evil in its attempt to eradicate faith. The redirection of Satan's wrath towards the rest of the woman's offspring, those who keep the commandments of God and hold the testimony of Jesus, indicates a shift in tactics in the spiritual war, revealing the breadth of the conflict between the forces of good and evil. The persecution of Christ's followers is a tangible manifestation of this spiritual battle that transcends time and space, connecting the faith community across ages in the common struggle against spiritual oppression. The transition to Revelation chapter 13, which promises to explore further Satan's schemes against the church, sets the stage for a deeper understanding of the adversary's tactics and the need for vigilance and fidelity on the part of believers. Satan's persistence in rebellion, despite imminent defeat, is a testament to the ongoing spiritual struggle that requires resilient faith and unwavering commitment to Christ's teachings. This segment of the narrative not only provides insights into the nature of spiritual warfare, but also serves as a source of inspiration and encouragement for believers to face adversities with bravery and confidence in the final victory promised by God. The story of the woman and divine protection against the dragon's machinations reaffirms the message of hope and the promise of salvation for all those who remain faithful to the Lord, reinforcing the connection between past faith and perseverance in the present. If you liked this video, leave a like, comment what you thought, and subscribe to the channel. Activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. Until next time, and God bless you.